Hello and welcome to Loot Investments. With this video, I want to touch base a little bit about the Zendikar Rising. Today is the 17th, and coming up in 24 hours is the 18th with the pre-release date set. So lots of stores are going to have product ready and waiting for us. But the crazy part is we just don't know how much. So Wizards of the Coast put an update out not too long ago that there's going to be basically like a 7 to 10 day difference from the pre-release date to the actual date when they're going to have the next shipment wave in to the distributors. So they weren't really able to get the LGSs and the distributors like a good time frame on how much product they're going to get in each phase, but let the public know that there is going to be 2 waves within a short period of time, so that way everybody can expect to get their hands on some of the product here. But we want to look at a little bit of the prices and how, with that little bit of supply and demand issue, the prices are just soaring right now. So the set boxes are climbing. Right now, Amazon has them listed at $170 a box. The collector's boxes are at $279 a box. And I'm just really surprised because they're pre-release, they guarantee them, and they have a 2-day shipping with their Prime members. So I don't know how that's going to work out, because they don't say online like how many of them that they've sold already, how many they still have available to sell to people. And with the prices of the supply and demand climbing, I'm assuming as their supply dwindles, that's why they're jacking the prices up. It's curious to see who ordered from Amazon's actually going to get their stuff on time, or if they're going to have to go through any of the disputes, or just wait for the next wave to come that's in that 7 to 10 day window. Another one of the things I want to talk about is that eBay, the pre-release guys, are going like crazy. Man, they've been posted for a month now, maybe even longer than that, with, when they first heard wind of when the pre-release date's going to be, that we've got, we've got the draft box, we've got set box, we've got the collector's boxes. Man, they took off running. So it's funny that some of the sellers are selling the draft boxes at $88 a box, and they have like 600 boxes sold. And with the supply issue right now, on more so like the set boxes that they've really discussed, and the collector's boxes a little bit, I'm just curious on how the draft boxes are going to be affected, or if that's being printed at a different print facility and there's no supply issue there. So it's going to be really curious to see on if, those different stores and stuff like that are just going to start racking up those negative comments. So I'm going to be curious to see on how those go with all these folks that are pre-order, just to, got to lock in that price, a month in advance. You got to make sure we save $5, but, then waste your time with a month or two in disputes and trying to get your money back with a good old eBay. So it's going to be funny to see how things go in the upcoming weeks here. But another topic I want to talk about is the commander box, the actual decks, I should say. But the box set comes with 2 decks now. And in actually a display box, there's 6 in total. So with the 2 different commander decks, one being the Land Wraith and then the other one being the Sneak Attack, they're super cheap. I mean, they're $25 retail is what they're talking about. When they initially were announcing them, prices fluctuate a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there, back and forth. But now that Amazon's pre-release, they're pretty much, I want to say they're like around the like $23, $22 range, and they've been kind of steady for the last like week or two. But when you look at MTG Goldfish, they actually have each of the cards listed out of what's in each commander deck, and there's a couple $14 cards in there. There's a couple $5, a couple $9 cards, and it looks like the cards are pretty decent. They're pretty playable. I don't know how well they're going to hold their value at that $14 range. So when we look at it, the 30-day mark, at the 60-day mark, the 90-day. As typically as the the markets steadies out and stabilizes, where we can get a true value of what each individual card goes for. So I'm really curious to see with the deck only being, say, $25 retail, and having those cards in it, I mean, that right there, I mean, you're gonna make at least $30-$40, even if you just broke the deck open, sold the individuals online, or even if you just took them, you know, with a typical LGS, you know, you take them into the LGS, you turn your rares in, they give you 50% of what it's worth. I mean, if you turn in $60 worth of cards, you get $30, you made $5. You know, I mean, granted, you've gone through the hassle of, you know, sales tax, you know, and shipping and stuff like that. Depends on where you get it from. But it's just interesting to say that with this deck being so cheap, it's a break even. I mean, even if you go with the very simple of turning cards in, it's a break even. So I think these decks right here for these commander decks have good value, and I'm real interested to see how they're going to hold up in the long run. So if we were to compare it to, say, like Commander 2018, a full set right now, because there was 4 commander decks in that set, are on eBay right now going like 169, 170 average. And with the different vendors on there, I mean, they're stating that they've sold numerous, basically, cases of the commander deck. So if we look at these coming in as a package of 2, what, 2 years from now, I mean, if it doubles in price to $100, I mean, I think that's not too bad of a return. So I've worked on trying to secure them at a cheaper price, and I was able to get my hands on 8 actual boxes. So I'll have 24 of each commander deck. So I'm curious to see, if I sit on them for a 2-year time span, if I were to compare it to the 2018, what's going to be my return on investment in that time frame. So with the pre-release coming up, I'm going to get a little bit of the pre-release action going, get some cards for you guys, make some more videos, probably do a little box opening of a pre-release pack, and check out some of that artwork and see what we got. If you guys like the video and content, please subscribe and hit the good old thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.